Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to this review for the new 9th edition rulebook. This rulebook here is the one you get inside the Indomitus box set. So in this video, it's more of a flick through here. It's a chance for you to see all of the pages and all of the contents here, and just sort of a brief summary as we're moving through. A chance to appreciate the artwork, the miniatures that you're being shown throughout the book, a chance to glance through and see the rules, the structure of the book, missions and so on, just a breeze all the way through. This is a big publication here. It's about 100 pages bigger than 8th editions. This is a large publication here. There's a nice width to it as well. It's a big, sturdy publication here for this 9th edition rule set. So I mentioned GamingFigures.com. They do discount 40k and a load of other gaming systems at a discount rate available from them. So on the side here, core book. Now, perhaps a specially bound one here for the Indomitus box set. Your regular one off the shelf, if you buy it separately, no doubt it's going to have different artwork, but the contents, I'm sure, will be exactly the same. So, here we go. Indomitus. This is an introduction. But it's good that they are taking the opportunity to dedicate a nice lot of pages to artwork. 40k is, artwork's a massive part of 40k. It's what got me into the hobby in the first place, and a good showcase for models as well. Really, it's sort of a celebration of the hobby, not just a rule book, but a whole encyclopedia of the hobby as well. So, table of contents produced by the Warhammer Studio. Okay, with thanks to Mournival and Infinity Circuit for their additional playtesting services. Interesting. So, an introduction to the hobby. I wonder if there's anyone on the face of the planet that's ever read an entire rulebook from cover to cover for 8th edition. Leave that in the comment section if you have. I doubt there's anybody, because it's huge. Talking about collecting, I'm showcasing the brand new miniatures for the Space Marines and for the Necrons, which are superb miniatures, by the way, fantastic plastic kits that they've produced. Again, talk about different types of hobbies or hobbyists and collecting. Death Guard here, Eldar. So your basics, then building and painting and gaming. Yeah, there's all different aspects to the hobby. And there's the book. Could that be the actual off-the-shelf book there, as opposed to this one? Could well be. Which is sort of a bit of departure from the regular artwork. So, Match to Play Games is talking about Dark Imperium. Now you're onto the fluff and the storyline. And looks like we've got a double page about to break out here. So yeah, it's the galaxy and all the different planet types. So we'll move across so you can see. Yeah, it's the solar system. Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Saturn, Neptune. Take it that's Pluto. Ceres, Shrine Comet, Mars, Mercury, Venus, and Holy Terror. Parts of the galaxy. And then different war zones: Warzone Pariah, Warzone Ultramar, Warzone Baal, Warzone Nakmund, and Warzone Cadia, of course. Imperium Sanctus. I mean, it's a fine production. Really is superb. Imperium Nihilus, the Emperor of Mankind, Rule of the Imperium, Angels of Death, talking about Space Marines, Primaris Space Marines, Warriors of the Faith, Sisters of Battle, the Inquisition, uncovered here, Perils Unknown, talking about Space Hulks, the Enemy Within. I'm sure it'll make a fascinating read. You know, because the great thing about the rulebook, everything's sort of in order for you as well, so you can read it through, being introduced to different parts in the right order. You should be introduced to things. So this is your foundation really is the Imperium, and seeing it from their perspective, the Dark Gods, the Saga Imperialis, the Ages of Mankind, so Age of Terror, M1 to M15, Age of Technology, Age of Strife, Age of Darkness, Remnants of the Dark Age. Yeah, a chance to see some artwork, some of it I've not seen before, not seen that one before. Legacy of Strife, not seen this one before. Guardsmen against Drukhari, Age of Darkness, Age of the Imperium. It's the Black Templars fighting away. Bit of a excerpt from the storyline here. The Alien Tides. Quote from a rogue trader. Again, more sort of novel type content here. Horrors of Chaos. Again, more novel types stuff going on. The Gathering Storm. There he is. Primarch himself. W.T. Gilliman. Double page spread. Plunging into the Guardsman here. Guard not seeming to do very well. Sisters of Battle though, arriving to the rescue. The Age of the Dark Imperium. Fantastic piece of artwork that. Very nice. The Indomitus Crusade. Maybe just use an old 8th edition to prop this up a little bit. The Indomitus Crusade. The Age of Witches. And then Warriors of the Emperor. Right, so they're going to start getting into the different factions that fight on the side of the Imperium. So Armies of the Imperium, here we go. So Adeptus Astartes, and they should know no fear. Obviously the flagship of that is going to be Primaris Space Marines now. Alright, nice. What colour schemes we've got? The usual ones here, I don't see any new ones. The Emperor's Spears look quite nice. Always looking for inspiration here for a different colour scheme. Castellans of the Rift look quite cool. But giving you some ideas. You don't have to go for the standard, you know, like Space Wolves, Blood Angels and so on. There's plenty of other chapters you can choose from, or you can make up your own colour scheme. Plenty of options available. Always had a soft spot for the Howling Griffins. Going back to some of the early White Dwarf issues, used to like, there was someone collected an army of those. They looked absolutely brilliant back then. Deathwatch Space Marines, the Grey Knights as well. The Adeptus Ritus, so that's your Sisters of Battle. Warzone Pariah. So much narrative to delve into here. Fine piece of artwork, that one there. That's your Adeptus Custodes. Famous piece of artwork here. Cadia. It's Creed. Just there. The Astra Militarum. Adeptus Mechanicus, Warzone Armageddon, Quest Imperialis, this is your Imperial Knights, Imperial Agents, it's all well covered here, so that's your Assassinorum, Sisters of Silence covered there, Rogue Traders, you can bring in the models from those box sets that Games Workshop have done, And they're showcasing all the new models here as well. Okay, ooh, wow, look at this. Wow. It looks... wow. Fortification of some kind. With missiles and flamers. Fascinating stuff. Okay. And then armies laid out here, so you got Dark Angels, Blood Angels, Space Wolves, Ultramarines. Fighting away. Imperial Fists. Looking good. Ultramarines, Salamanders, White Scars. So all the different chapters here. Death Watch, Space Marines, Grey Knights, Grey Knights, and Grey Knights. Fighting against all the Khorne demons, Nurgle demons, and so on. Sisters of Battle. Double page spread for them. Custodies fighting away. So a real super showcase of the models. A very useful painting reference actually. Got loads of units laid out so you can refer to them all on one page. And there's the Astra Militarum. Nice colour scheme that. And the Skitarii now, or the Adeptus Mechanicus, and again showcasing the brand new models. Fantastic photograph of that, really nicely put together. Nice, and some crazy new models for the AdMech. Massive variety for them now. Really, Games Workshop really have expanded on the range for those. Loads and loads of options available for the AdMech. I mean, especially from, you know, going back a few years, there was nothing. There's no plastic kits, nothing. So it's incredible stuff. So the Imperial Knights, the Lost and the Damned. Right, so this is your Forces of Chaos. So Heretic Astartes, that's your Renegade Guard. Oh no, sorry, Heretic Astartes is your Chaos Space Marines. Black Legion, Let the Galaxy Burn. Then the Traitor Legions. Renegades, right, that's your Renegade Guard there. Warzone Vigilus. I guess all of the fluff and storyline that's come out gradually through 8th edition is now all captured and pulled together in this brand new publication, and then after that then there's going to be more storyline added on after that. So it's a chance to gather everything together when a new edition comes out, to put it into one definitive book. Death Guard, then the Rotted Brotherhood, the Thousand Suns, all its dust, one of my favourite armies at the moment, really enjoy using those. Chaos Demons, Chaos Knights, Honour through Annihilation, Warzone, the Scourge Stars, showcasing all the Chaos stuff, brand new Chaos Terminators, Chaos Models, Chaos Space Marines, so they've gone for a real revamp. Badman's back. So, you know, for 8th edition, it was good progress for sure made by Games Workshop. Really been some fantastic releases. You know, brand new models, the Forces of Chaos, so the Chaos have done well. There's Militarum. Just looking to see if there's anything new in amongst these pictures. Okay. Thousand Suns. Full spread, double page spread for them. There's your 4 Chaos Gods. Chaos Knights. That'll be a good game. Chaos Knights versus Imperial Knights. And then onto Xenos. So a massive variety within the Xenos realm. So the Eldari, the Drukhari, it's your Dark Eldar. Harlequins, working and painting those up at the moment. You've got your Nari there as well. Warzone Levinar. Then the Necrons, Games Workshop obviously resculpting some of the models and introducing a load of new units as well. It's a great time. You know, if you want to catch the wave, catch the vibe at the moment, Necrons have really, Games Workshop really put a lot of effort into them, and the new models are incredible. They're really, really nice. Orks. Tau Empire. Oh, a load of more information for them. The Tyranids, Universe, 40K Universe wouldn't be the same without them. And then Genestealer Cults, yeah, again in 8th edition we saw the arrival of Genestealer Cults. And then showcasing the models, got the brand new Janzar, brand new Howling Banshees, and hoping we'll see if there's some more releases to come for the Eldar, to see some of their other Aspect Warriors re-released. Drukhari, Harlequins, Yunari. There's your Necrons. It's boasting some of the new units. Beautiful models. Yep. Just looking at the Immortals, they've stayed the same. There's the Orks, the new Guards Carfraka. I mean, nice sort of new characters or revamped characters were done in recent times. There's the Tau. With the new Commander Shadow Sun. Tyranids. Tyranids maybe are due perhaps some new units. Yeah, or introduction of some strong sort of characters maybe for them. Genius to the Cults. And then you're onto the rules, so that takes us about halfway through here. Then you're onto the rules. Then, so introducing the rules, how to play Warhammer 40,000, different types of play, open plays, throw units together and have a game, matched play, it's all controlled by points and structure, narrative play, rules to try and help forge a narrative if you're into that kind of style for games as well. So, just explain the rules. So I'm not going to go through the rules in this video, it's more of a flick through just to get a feel of the book. So we'll press on here, but it goes through it in order here. So the basic rules, talks about measuring distances in the battlefield, which is standard introductory rules. And then the way the game works, so you have a battle round, both players get a turn each, and then you go through these 7 phases. Command phase first, that's the new phase that's been added in, movement phase, psychic phase, shooting phase, charge phase, fight phase, and then morale at the end. It's pretty much as it was in 8th, just the command phase being added in, which is very straightforward anyway. So it's covering movement. It's on more pages than 8th, but there's a lot of open space here. So if you tighten that all in, you can easily get that information on 2 pages. So there's about a dozen pages of information. And what Games Workshop have done now is you say disembark, you read through here, but they give you bullet point summaries of what the rules are. So it's quite a useful quick reference. And they've highlighted some words, made them bold, so they stand out a bit more as well. So it's quite easy to zone in and locate the rule that you're looking for. Talking about aircraft and the way they work now. The psychic phase, the shooting phase, different types of weapons, making attacks, rolling up to wound, charge phase, heroic interventions, fight phase, consolidation that comes right at the end, then the morale phase, and then double page spread here, a big sweeping landscape from the realm of 40k, and then you're onto your missions. So the rules don't take up too much space. So then you're onto your missions. So mission only war, just a sort of quick standard game, building an army, power ratings and points. A showcase of an army here. Elliot Hammer's Dark Angels. Very, very glossy. Nice sheen to them. And then talking about battle forged armies, detachments, the way you sort of structure your army and so on, and then there's the layout for it there on page 248. Okay, just to refer to as you're building your army up. Battle forged army roster. Matt Hudson's Thousand Suns. Yeah, nice. Nice army. Talking about stratagems, and now they've given you some extras. There's 3 sort of standard ones you used to get: auto pass morale, a command reroll dice, and then the other one was the interrupt play. But they've added in some more ones now. So emergency disembarkation, fire, overwatch, desperate breakout, cut them down. So that's the extra stratagems that are available. Talking about reserves and the way that works now. Actions, terrain features, which there's been some changes with that as well. And then just labelling up your terrain, trying to make it as clear as possible. Giving an example of a battlefield. Is that one of their new battle mats? Could it be? Now, surely it must be one of their new battle mats, and to be honest, it doesn't look very nice. Strike Force Battlefield. 44 by 60 inches. Okay, interesting. Yeah, the terrain is quite spread out here. Not many hills or real line of sight blocking terrain. Interesting. I'm not too keen on the design of that, though. But anyway, there it is. And here's another one. That looks quite nice. Red planet with runes coming through. That one's nice. And again, using this battle mat here. But lots of examples of terrain setups here. Strike Force battlefield. Incursion battlefield. Right, so for your smaller scale games. Okay. So then, talking about open play. So, Open Hostility Mission Pack. Different types of missions then. Annihilation, hold at all costs, death or glory. Suggestions then for open play missions. Then you're on to match to play. Eternal War Mission Pack. Talk about different sizes of games, points limits and number of command points that you can get. Different types of missions. Incursion missions, Strike Force missions, Onslaught missions. Okay, battlefield sizes. Secondary objectives, which play a part now, so there's a number of those you can go for. And then on to Eternal War. So Eternal War, you get combat patrol missions, incisive attack, outriders, encircle with a new type of deployment zone, divide and conquer, crossfire, incursion, and then we're on incursion now, so it was combat patrol, now it's incursion. Centre ground, then forward push. It's giving you all exact placement of objectives here. So missions have changed, quite significant changes taking place here. Ransack is mission number 5. Shifting front, mission number 6 for incursion. Then on to Strike Force missions. Retrieval mission is the first one. Frontline warfare. That's reusing some of the previous names. Mission number 2. Strike Force the 4 Pillars. Again, a mission name being reused. That's number 3. No Man's Land, mission number 4. Scorched Earth, mission number 5. And Vital Intelligence, mission number 6. Then Eternal War Onslaught, Lines of Battle is number 1. All Out War for Onslaught, number 2. Pathway to Glory, number 3. That's a very small No Man's Land for that one. And that's that, and then we're on to narrative play. Sam Pearson's Genes to the Cults. What a privilege to have your army showcased in the Rulebook publication, but deserves to be. Beautiful. Interesting to put his vehicles on bases here. Okay, it's quite rare to see that. Okay, and then cool, we've got another 2 pages of showing off the models. Nice. Crusade cards. Requisition points. And then talk about your requisitions here. Chance to build on the narrative for your armies here. Ranks and battle honours, right, so if that's the route you want to go down, then you get all these different bonuses there. Weapon enhancements, called Psychic Fortitudes. Crusade relics. Out of action. Battle scars. Character units. Order 2. Blind in one eye. You must reroll hit rolls for 6 from resolving attacks made by character models in this unit. Okay. Selecting a Crusade army. Crusade appendix. And they give you this here. Permission granted to photocopy for personal use only. Double spread of artwork. Crusade mission pack. Agendas. God, the depth of the rulebook. It's always the same. 8th edition was the same. Just tons and tons of information. Tons of options. It's the same here for 9th edition. Crusade mission then. Combat patrol. Sweep and clear. Combat patrol supply drop. Assassinate. Supply cache now for incursion missions for Crusade. The relic. The relic's back. Sabotage. Mission number 3. Mission number 4 is recon patrol. The ritual. Mission number 5. And mission number 6 is behind enemy lines. Supplies from above has been put into here. Mission number 1 for Strike Force. Narrow the search. Mission number 2. Cut off the head. These are all missions being reused here. It's mission number 3. Retrieval. Raise and ruin. Ambush. Then onslaught missions. Firestorm. Grand assault. Big variety for your deployment zones. but locking them in to missions instead of total randomization. Interesting approach here. Field of Glory, and that's it. And then Rules Appendix. So Designer's Commentary, Blast Weapons. Right, this appendix is now alphabetized list of weapons that gain the blast abilities. So they've listed them all in there. So you can add that keyword to your codex entries and so on. Okay, aircraft, listing them for you here. So Valkyries, Void Raven bombers, Weisbomb, Blaster Jet, Storm Talon gunship, and so on. Okay. Rare rules. Rules in this section describe some of the more uncommon advanced rules, as well as rare situations that arise when one uncommon rule interacts with another, and how to resolve them. Interesting addition at the end here. Let's talk about things like fighting again, fighting with individual models, attackers priority, resurrected models, explodes results. There's a glossary here, so defining words such as damage roll, detachments, immediately, in terrain, increasing the range of an aura, so giving you an idea what that means. Well, there's loads here. Okay. Double page spread of artwork. There's no sense of things being crammed in here. Plenty of space and taking the time to lay everything out for you, so it's exceptionally well put together. Another double page of artwork. They don't have to put these pages in, but they've chosen to, and again another piece of artwork as well. So that is the flick through for the Warhammer 40,000 rulebook for 9th edition. It's a fine publication. As I said, there's been no rush with this. This has been put together very well, and Games Workshop's obviously taking them a long time to produce something of this quality, and it doesn't seem rushed, doesn't seem crammed and jammed in or trimmed down. This is like the catalogue for the hobby. It's a chance for Games Workshop to go introduce you to all the storyline, getting into the hobby, chance to showcase all the miniatures and all their glory. It's packed full of miniatures for all the different factions, so a real sort of celebration of the hobby here, as well as being the rulebook itself. But that's the review here for the rulebook. Keep a lookout for more videos for 9th edition on the channel, more reviews, more content for 9th edition, all being well. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.